It's about learning how to utilize the emotions in an appropriate way, depending on where you want your life to go. Hey, hey, it's a beautiful day. Hey, hey, it's a beautiful day. Hey, it's a beautiful day. Hey, hey, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's so beautiful. What is going on, all you beautiful people out there? My name is SeaJay, and today we're going to talk about fear. Should we resist fear? Should we run away from it? Should we fight it? What should we do about fear? We're gonna get into it. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So before I start this, I want to say this. This is just my opinion. Take what resonates, leave behind what does not. This is just what I've gotten up to this point in my life, from my experience, from the things I've learned, just from my growth. Catch me next month, I might say something totally different because I would have experienced, grew, learned more. So, with fear, should we resist it? Should we fight it? I say we should allow fear to work with us. Fear is a beautiful emotion. Fear, anger, jealousy, greed, love, happiness, joy, compassion, all of these emotions that our wonderful bodies have the ability to receive and feel play a big part in our life and how we continue to manifest and create our lives. But holding on to fear is something that can cause your body's capabilities to, in a sense, shut down. So we don't want to hold on to fear, but we also don't want to resist fear, because then we won't give our body the information that it may need. So let me explain a little bit more. So in a sense, when we come into this emotion of fear, you can look at it as our body or a message or some energy or our source trying to show us that there may be an area in our life that we could put more attention to. Maybe it's showing us whatever you're doing, whatever you're thinking isn't in alignment with your true self. Maybe it's showing us something that in the past we put a certain judgment on, and now we're getting this sense of fear, this sense of anger, and that's our source trying to show us, hey, there's something you haven't healed that scarred you in the past, or whatever the case may be. Fear can be looked at in a multitude of ways, but it's always trying to show us something. Now, whenever we resist fear, okay, now we're not holding on to it and analyzing it, we're resisting it, we're trying to ignore it, then all the healing, all of the messages, all of the advice, if you will, that fear emotion is trying to show us, we are resisting, we're putting it on the back burner, we're just not wanting to attend to it. So in our future, something might blow up, okay? Just like in a past video when I talked about whenever we ignore negativity, it'll build and build and build until we just cannot ignore it anymore. Same thing with fear, same thing with many things in our life. You don't want to ignore it, because if it's showing up in your life, there's a purpose for it. It's just how you go about that purpose and the meaning you give to that purpose that really makes a difference. So we don't want to ignore the fear, okay? We don't want to resist it. We don't want to hold on to it. So what do we want to do? For me, what works the best in my life is working with fear and allowing fear to flow through you like a ghost walking through a wall. Let it float by like a cloud in the sky. Okay, you don't try to go up there, grab the cloud and stop it from moving. You just let it float by and do its thing. I feel as though right now in our life, It's not about trying to eradicate fear. It's not about trying to get rid of all the negativity and only live in positivity and good vibes only type movement. Right now we are facing our shadow side, okay? We're seeing the shadows in this world and we can't resist it, we can't ignore it. We have to work with it, work through it. Allow ourselves to feel the emotion and ask ourselves, what is the purpose? Don't hide from the fear. Don't get upset at somebody that may be in fear, may be pushing their views onto you. Don't get upset and angry and very judgmental toward the world because of where we are right now in this era. Beautiful era, by the way. Allow the emotions to move through you and ask yourself, what is the purpose? What is the meaning? How can I utilize this emotion, this situation in my best interest, not just for self, but for others around me? Working with this energy, asking for the energy's advice and guidance is what can help us ascend, transcend this fear-based energy and confusion into something that makes more sense, into more harmony rather than disharmony and discord. We as humans sometimes would rather not feel certain emotions ever again because they hurt, because they were heavy, because they caused us a lot of sadness or depression or whatnot. But instead of wanting to get rid of certain emotions, look at the message, the guidance, the meaning, the purpose, the value behind the feeling, and just let it flow by. Without these emotions that show us what we don't want, that show us what pain is, that show us whatever the case the emotion may show you, maybe it's even joy and love or lust or whatever. Without these emotions, we wouldn't be able to direct our attention toward whatever goals we want. We wouldn't be able to see what we should no longer try to manifest and what we should try to manifest. Our emotions is like the wind and we are a sailboat. The emotions are pushing us in the direction of where we want to go. Okay, and we can guide ourselves, but ultimately the emotions, the wind, is always going to come. Alright, so it's not necessarily about getting rid of the emotion, getting rid of the wind, because then where would you go on the sailboat? It's about learning how to utilize the emotions in an appropriate way, depending on where you want your life to go. And whenever you can see yourself as a big collection of vibrating parts, then you can start to manage each part in the way that you need to live the life you want to live, so that you're attracting from your magnetic body things you want into your life so you can reach your goals. And when you become aware of how to become the specific type of magnet you want to be, then you will let go of certain habits, certain things, certain people, certain whatever, so you can become that specific type of magnet or being you want to be that attracts the things you want to attract. Not to say you're always going to attract what you like, because what we need for growth a lot of the times is not what we want, but we're always going to get what we need. Anyway, this video has been amazing, and I would love to continue to talk and talk and talk, but I think I hit what I needed to, and I think you got what you needed to get from this. Do not hold on to fear. Do not resist the fear. Work with the fear. Ask, what is the meaning? What is the value? How can I utilize this in a way that can help uplift me and help me grow, and also help the people around me? And the answers will be given, because deeply what you're doing now is you're not giving that situation that is causing you fear your attention. You're actually empowering yourself, and you're empowering the whole situation to be one that it could be a benefit. You're no longer looking at it like, oh, I'm scared, woe is me. You're giving it positive meaning. And you're no longer attaching yourself to that situation or to that person that's causing you fear or to that whatever, okay? This is how we transcend certain things in this world. This is how we ascend as beings. This is how we elevate our consciousness. This is how we create peace in the mind. And soon it'll manifest into peace in our life. I love you for watching. Many, many blessings to you, all your loved ones, all your friends, all your neighbors, all your plants in your house or outside your house, everything around you. Much, much love. Many blessings. Peace. Until the next video.